Hi guys, Dr. Wade here, coming at you from the soon to be gone home office here. No more green screen in the background because we're getting ready to move back to our original location that we're having repaired after a tornado hit. F4 tornado blew it away about a year ago, and this whole area got decimated. Yet my online business kept going because you can't blow away anything that's online, right? So hey, listen, today I wanted to give you a really cool rundown of something. You know, when I give you these emails, which I hope you're receiving, that will help you either develop a business and feed it and grow it online to where you can establish that residual income and create freedoms in your life. That's basically my purpose here. That's what I do, right? Trying to help keep people away from the scams. You know, my tagline is prescribing your success, because that's really what I do. In life, I've always been a problem solver. That's what my degree is in. Offline and online, that's what that's the only thing I really know how to do. When you give me a problem, I'm already going through algorithms and things like that. How can we solve this problem? Most people that go online are trying to figure out how to make money, leveraging the power of the internet. And so being that I figured it out and been doing it successfully since August 2013, well, I try to help people do the same. Who do I like to work with? You. And this is who you are. This is who is on my list right now. Now, typically, my target audience, and listen to this point here, because what you really need to do in your marketing, in your online money-making efforts, you need to talk to your specific audience. And who is that? It's you, okay? It's people who are like you and who have your same desires, your same wants, your needs, and the problems that you have. Obviously, you probably don't have as much money as you feel like you should have. People like you are like that. And then you find a solution such as the systems that we use that can solve that problem, and then you promote that, and then you make money, right? Okay, so and then you also, that's your first really big tip there, is when you're doing online marketing, you need to market to people who are much like you. Don't try to market to everybody. You just can't do that. You haven't mastered the art of sales yet, and the art of mastering art of marketing. But it's really simple. It's like I'm talking to, with the way I'm doing this right now, I'm talking to you as you're sitting right there. Okay, I'm talking to you in a very, I just walked in, sat down, and I'm like, yeah, hey, let me talk to my list here. Let me talk to you, because you're on my list for a reason, and you've been following me for I don't know how long now. But let's get down to some brass tacks here. And why should you listen to me? Well, it's not just because of the results I've achieved, but it's what I can do for you, right? And it's because I have helped thousands of people. So why not you? What's holding you back? Well, let's talk about some things here about holding you back and who you really are. What drives you to want or need to make extra money online? I can tell you this: you want freedom. Okay. Now I'm going by a survey that I did not too long ago, and this is who tends to fall on my list here. This is who tends to come and work with me. They end up working with me, and because they want to fix some things in their life. So, I really, when I did this survey, I thought I was going to get more responses along the line of I got to get out of debt. I thought I was going to get a lot of struggling people, because I've helped many of those, and that's the hardest thing to do, because their mindset is just so down there. It's like, well, how can I make money when I'm just like, oh, yeah, that's easy for you to say because you've made it, but you don't know my situation. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You don't know the struggles that I've had. I haven't shared my full story. Okay, broke is broke and debt is debt. And I've got colleagues that have been over $500,000 in debt and have made it and are top earners. Okay, does this system work? The one that I use, the one that my business, the way I do it, heck yeah, it does. That's why I share it. Why else waste time doing that? Geez. So, and I dropped down to over 80K in debt. Oh yeah, and it's because of the system that I was able to improve my offline business and start an online business and and then I became a leader. I hit the leaderboards, and I achieved a top 200 status in this one particular in our main company, and I didn't do it on purpose. I was just following the steps that I learned. I was taking action on what I learned. Okay, so anyway, what drives you to want to make or need extra money online? You want freedom. You got family, more than likely, that you either have directly or you're concerned about or work with, involved with, and you're tired of working hard and not getting paid as much as you're really worth, okay, and getting value out of the hard work that you put forth. you're probably there. A lot of people are in debt. Now that wasn't the number one reason people, but there's a lot of it. It is about middle of the road. Okay, you definitely want a lot of you want to get away from a job. Let's see what percent was that. Let's take a look. Well, that's 13%. 13% of you want to get away from a job. Okay, and some of you actually have money to invest, and you want a legitimate opportunity to invest in where you can get a return on investment. Okay, and some of you are just plain old entrepreneurs, and that's what you do, and you know something's right with what I'm doing, because I'm an entrepreneur too, right? But I have a passion for helping people, so I forced myself to go through literally almost 2 decades worth of school to be able to have the skill set that I have, so I can help people physically, right? And then now, within less than 2 years, I've established a skill set where I can just dramatically help people fiscally. That's money, okay? And that's just amazing. So if I were in this for just a money gig, I would not have gone to professional school and become a doctor of physical therapy. No, but I had to, because it was in me. That was what my purpose was. I knew what it was. I couldn't get away from it. Still love to do that, but I also love to have that extra income, if you will, that stream of income, that other business. So now I have freedom to move away from I don't have to just work all the time. I can step away anytime and not worry about my business, right? I've established that level of freedom with my system here. And that's what I do with professionals. I say, look, I know you're a professional. You probably make money, but do you really have freedom? Because in order to make your money, you have to do what? You have to go to work. You have to do those procedures. You have to do those tasks. Whether you're a lawyer, an engineer, you got to put in that time. Or whether you're a doctor of medicine or of osteopathy, physical therapy, chiropractic, you got to go do procedures, right, in order to make money. Well, while you're doing that, you're not free. Your family's over here doing whatever, and you're over here working. And you just can't break away because you are responsible, and you have a licensure that mandates you have to do certain things. But when you have that extra income coming from another source reliably, plentifully, abundantly, then you can move away from that, and you have really what's called freedom. Okay, so let's get down to it a little more. Who are you? There were a few people that literally said, let's go into this question. What other types of ventures have you ever been involved in? Okay, a lot of you are independent contractors. Some of you are offline business owners. Several of you have been into network marketing, right? And some of you are even into internet marketing. I've got several that are, let's see here. Some of you listening to my voice right now have been a data entry clerk. You've owned your own business. Some people there was only one that said none. Just nothing. Let's see some binary clicks. A few self-employed. And hey, this is one of my favorites, and we're going to address this really soon. Scammed a lot. New to the internet world due to job loss. Now, I see a lot of that. And there's another one that says none. Okay. Love that. What is the highest level of education you've completed? So of the people that follow me, I had no idea what I was going to get there. So the greatest number of you have graduated from high school. We got a few that have just had like 1 year of college. Let's see, that was 15%. And 10% of you stopped at the 11th grade. What's up with that? Why go so far and not complete it? 7% of you got to the 9th grade. Now, I don't know if some people are being bogus with this or not. Somebody probably had a fun time with this. 7%, 7.8%, 10th grade. Let's see, there's about 8% that got 3 years of college in. 8% got they're college graduates. And we've got another 8% who completed graduate school. And I got one person that got to first grade, and that was it. And then one person said some graduate school. Okay. Is there anything else? No, that was it. Okay, those are the responses there. So most of you, most have, yes, graduated high school. Congratulations. And there are a lot of you who have gone to college and graduate school. So, and you know what's wrong there? I'm not going to say anything's wrong there, but think about what you did. Think about how much money we paid to go to school. And literally, with the curriculum that I'm in now, literally in less than 3 months, I had a skill set where I could actually earn a 6-figure income in less than a year. Okay, you can't get that in any college, right? So if it's about money, well, you're in the right place. Now, you might have gone to college and professional school to achieve something. You may have had a passion. I did too. It wasn't about money. Now, yes, of course, I wanted to make money. I'm an entrepreneur, and I wanted to make enough to where I could do the things I wanted to do, and I achieved that offline, absolutely. And then healthcare got really volatile, so I went I went online, and I said, if I'm going to be volatile over here, let's create security over here, and I did. All right, so when you invest in a business, product, or service, how fast do you realistically want your return on investment? So when you put your money into something, how fast do you want to get it back? Now, let's be realistic here. If you've ever done any real business before, and that's what I was wanting to see, is like, okay, when you're putting your money into this system, when you decide, I want to go in with Dr. Wade and do that, I want to copy his business where, he can literally show that he's made, $3,000 in a day, doing nothing, right? Okay, so when you decide to do that, how fast do you want to get your money back? Because you're going to go all in. I mean, why do anything else, right? You get your credit card out and you look at it and you laugh at that thing because it's about to pay you back, based on your effort. Results not typical, all right? Because it does take effort. It does take work. Don't let anybody ever smoke you saying, oh, all you got to do is buy this system and point, click, and get rich. No, those don't exist. That's scam stuff, okay? A real business online gives you steps, trainings to follow. You implement those steps. You put through the training. You put in the effort, especially in your first 3 months, your first 90 days. They call it a grind. You get things built up. You build up that density. You create your presence of your business online, and then you start making money. Now, some people get their money back really quick. I mean, I'm talking in days, because they have influence. They have a circle of influence where other people want to do the same thing that they're into, right? Not all of us are good salesmen. I'm terrible at it. So I don't try to sell it. I market. I try to solve problems. You have a problem because you're watching me and you're wanting me to help you solve your issues by giving you something that you can use to create. That's an answer, to the lack of money that you have, the lack of freedom that you have. Okay, and that's what I do. It's in my business here. All right. So most of you said you expect to get it back in a month. Really? Okay. Set your expectations better. If you think you're going to get your money back in a month, you better be ready to work and go for it, okay? In any real legit business. Now, I've had people do it. Yes, I have. I just don't like that expectation because most people get in, and it's somewhere between 3 and 6 months. That's what I've seen, and I'm just being honest with you, okay? I've had a few teammates that have been in over a year, okay? They just didn't take any action. They had the money. They wanted to invest it. They put it in. They got some sales. They got some hits, but they didn't get their money all the way back. They're almost about to, but they're not doing anything with it. They hadn't taken any. Can you imagine doing that? I mean, now I'm kind of that way too. I'm a 4-stroke engine. I'll get something going. I'm like, and then I build up that speed, and once I get it going, I'm flying. But I don't come out of the gate hard and fast a lot of the time because I stay busy with so many other things that I really like. And so, does that resonate with you? I don't know. I don't know how you are, but I can say this. Most of you expect to get your money back in a month. Second place was 3 months, and there are a good many of you. There were 16% of you that said a year. Okay, that's a good expectation. And then there was only 2.7% said 6 months. So my recommendation there is shift your, when you're involved in a legitimate, risk-free type opportunity, that means you can get in, explore it, check it out. If it's not for you, back out. Okay, if it is for you, it'll resonate with you and it will challenge you. You'll know it's the right thing because you'll see that the business is a legitimate business. You got this real product right here. You've got several series of trainings that you go through in order to expose that product to the people who also want it like you did. All right. And that's what you do. You're trained to bring eyeballs onto your business and it's a numbers game. Don't get caught up in the process of it. Just focus on the training that allows you to bring numbers to your business. Because if you I've got a friend that's using Craigslist right now, and I've got a free training on that. He's using Craigslist, and he generates over 90 leads a day. That means 90 people click in, they give their email, they opt in, he captures their email, and then they're taken to a page where he teaches them how to do the business, and then they go into the business and start taking the steps. It's just like what you would do if you came through mine right now. 90 people a day come through his business, and he makes about anywhere between $12,000 and $15,000 a month, and he's very consistent in his activity. And a retired policeman because he was disabled over 2 years ago. He had no online experience whatsoever. He just got in and started taking the steps. He's recently been awarded as a rising star in the industry, you know, because he's just one of those great guys out there. Didn't have any experience in this, and he just started following the steps. And you have access to him as well. So again, how fast you expect to get your money back, and when you invest in a legitimate business there, most of you said 1 month. I mean, you can do it, but be ready. Okay. I teach people how to do it in a few days. That's what I like to do. I mean, when I meet with my all-in people and we go for it and want to get that money back in a few days, okay? So, and I have a good strategy there. It works for me. Let's see. All right, let's go next to, okay, you have an awesome, all right, let's put you in this situation here. You have an awesome business. How much can you budget per month for advertising? Now, advertising is, you know, how much money are you willing to put out there just to expose your business to the world? And you're not expecting a return on that investment. I mean, of course, you're going to track it, right? But you're willing to spend that much and not make a dime, okay? But you're at least creating exposure. It's that long-term investment, you know, that long-term strategy there. How much money can you afford to put aside to expose your business to the world, okay? To put it in front of eyeballs that are going to hopefully want to see what you got more of, right? Okay, so over 40% of you said $100 to $300. Okay, that's not a bad little budget. You can do some stuff with that. You can, yeah. Most of you over, let's see, well, not most of you, 32% said other. Please specify, and I'll read that other. But let's see, 20% said $400 to $800 a month. And let's see, 5% of you said about $1,000. Now, if you've got $1,000 a month to spend on advertising, you can crush it. And those are probably the people that are on my list here that filled this out that are making $10,000 a month or more. Okay. Can you do it for free? Sure. It just takes longer. It's harder. And for the same effort, you can put in a little money and generate a lot faster results and actually start making money sooner. That's the difference between free and paid. You do free systems, free advertising, it takes forever. A lot of work. Oh, it's just crazy. And you do paid, you leverage your money to do the work for you, and you get results quicker. And you make money faster, and you can make more money. Okay, so let's see. Somebody said 1,000. Somebody said, I want free advertising. Yeah, you want free advertising. Don't we all? But you get what you pay for. All right, and let's see. I don't know. 0. Very tight right now. As much as I need after I start making money, get off my team. If that's you, go somewhere else. The people that do this, you know, I'm going to give it about 30 days and I want to see if it works. When I start making money, I'll buy more, I'll upgrade, or there's a mental process that goes along with that. It's kind of like it's like saying, when the system works for me. No, you work the system and you make it happen. The system is there. It works. It's proven. I mean, we got millionaires and anytime you're not getting results in a system, you don't blame the system. Look at yourself. Okay. If others are succeeding and are where you want to be in a business, well, don't look at the business as failing you, because it's not failing you. It's obvious something is wrong there with you. You take it. You own it. As long as there's somebody else out there succeeding in that business, it's not going to fail. It won't fail you if you follow the steps that they did. Okay. So somebody said, as much as I need after I start making money. I might be being a little harsh there, but I know that mentality, and those people typically don't succeed at anything that say that. Okay. They have to change their mindset. If you change your mindset saying, let's see, well, they said, as much as I need after I start making money. So if you do the free methods and you work really hard and it takes you a while and you start making a little money and you take 20% of that money and reinvest it into advertising, I understand that concept. I just don't work with too many of those people because it just takes too long. I like getting fast results, okay? Let's see. I'm only in my first week and I don't have any money. Okay. Everything my sponsor loans me. Bye. Depends on the return. Yeah, there's some guy on my. He feels that I think he complains on every email that I send out. I'll send out, over 5,000 emails, and I'll have one complaint, no matter what. I think it comes from this one guy, and I think this is the guy right here that says everything my sponsor loans me, because that's not real. You never, when you become a sponsor, never buy for someone else to come in a business. They will not take it serious. They will not put value to it, and never ever loan or give anybody money to do something in your business. Never. You can give bonuses, give time, give incentives, but never give money. That you're setting yourself up for failure right there. And we got a few people. Let's see, 5%. Okay, next, let's go. What income from your online business would allow you your dream lifestyle? Okay, how much do you want to get from your business so you can break free and live that dream lifestyle? I love this question because it tells so much about people. And I was expecting some really big numbers, and I was kind of surprised to have a lot of practical people here. You know, I want you to dream a little bigger, actually, because the system can do that. Okay, so $5,000 to $10,000 per month is what 32.5 of you said. 32.5% of you said. Okay, 25% said $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Okay, that's so easy, and 20% said $15,000 to $20,000 a month. Now we're getting somewhere. I love when people set those goals right there. Not only is that very realistic, you know, that's what our system, that's what our business is designed for, is to get you to those numbers. Okay. More than $20,000 a month, 12.5%. Not bad. I love that. I love that. That's really stretching, and that's going to make you achieve so much more when you reach that far. Okay. And by the way, 20,000 in this world is kind of that break free number. That's people that make that per month. Let's say your expenses are around $3,000 to $5,000 to create that a month. You're profiting around 15 grand, right? So that's enough to pretty much break free, to kind of work your way out of debt pretty quick if you have that debt, and to be able to do the things you want, pick up and go where you want to go, because you don't have a job, right? You are your own. You're on your own. You are your own boss. All right, so that's kind of a magic number there. 10 to 15,000 a month. Let's see. 10% of you said that. All right, and let's see if there were any rogue answers here. Nope. Okay, so how long have you been trying to make money online? How long have you? Most of you have been making it 0 to 6 months. Okay, I've been trying for about 6 months, 0 to 6 months. That's a 50% of the folks on my list have been in for 6 months or less. Okay, more than 2 years, 25% of you. All right, been around for a little bit. And let's see, 15% of you have been doing it for 6 months to a year. And there have been 1 to 2 years, that's 7.5%. All right, now, next question, how much money have you made? I'm going to bet none. Okay, now let's stop, because I know some of you have. Let's go through the numbers here. Okay, 78.9% of you have not made a dime. Okay, now 13% of you have made $25 to $500. Okay, hey, it's breaking the inertia. All right, you've seen it. Now I've got 2 people here that say they've made more than $10,000. More than $10,000. That's, hey, I need you on a hangout, because we need to get together. I want you to private message me. You should have my information. I don't know. I think I might know who you are. I didn't know you did the survey, though. Great. Message me, because we need to get together, because I want to get us. Now, if you're making more than that, let's see. Did anybody make? Yeah, no. Yeah, if you're making more than that, it's time for us to plan for you to be to the next level, which is 15 to 20, right? Okay. And we need to help our other guys come up along with us. We need to pull our people who aren't making that amount up to where we are. Show them how we did it. You know, be very real about it. All right, so message me, okay? Next we have, let's see, $1,000 to $5,000. 2% of you have made between $1,000 and $5,000. Not bad. Okay, so we got some people that have actually made it, but almost 80% of you hadn't made a dime. And we got to fix that. If you remember the survey, if you did, I had a big frowny face about that too. All right. And what's your biggest barrier to making money online? And you got to be honest here. What's your biggest barrier? You know what the number one response was? The number one response was, I'm afraid of being scammed. That was 42.5%. I'm afraid of being scammed. And you know, that was me too, because if you've been online any length of time, you try some of these gimmicks and schemes, you lose your money, right? And they just don't work. So I quit messing with that. I started looking for legitimate business structures, kind of like I was doing offline, because I succeeded massively offline, and I was ready to do it online. You know, especially because of the problems that I'd had in the past offline. I needed to, you know, make sure I had a safety net for sure. And so I used the same rules that I use offline. You know, I'd had to have some type of corporate structure, a leadership council, board of directors, a CEO, a CFO, CMO, and things like that. So that's what I got. And also a whole, kind of a risk-free environment where you can get in, test the waters, and be able to get out. An exit clause, if you will, in the contract. So I found that. All right. So I'm afraid of being scammed. Number one reason, overwhelmed. That was me too, because man, we're busy. So many of us are scrambling around just trying to make it, right? And especially if you're a professional and you have a license, or you carry an advanced degree. I know you're busy because other people want what you have, your services, right? But that takes away from your freedom. And if you're in debt, you're probably working jobs all over the place just trying to keep your head above water. All right, I need, let's see, what was that? Oh, I need personal attention. I need personal help. That was about 25% of you. In other words, you're not able to follow the steps that are given, in whatever system you've been in. And I'm sorry about that, because the system that I do is extremely simple. In fact, we have a 30-day plan that guides you step by step through the whole process, and it accelerates your results dramatically. I'm not good with computer internet stuff. That was 22% of you. Traffic, that means these are experienced people. Not a lot. If you're brand new, you probably don't even know what traffic is, but that's bringing people into your website. Okay, that was 20% of you. Traffic. And we're very fortunate in the business I'm in, because we have 2 reliable traffic resources that we can consistently use to earn while you learn. And we're also working on a new private traffic club where we can use brokers to put a certain number of leads in our autoresponders that we can drip emails to, which is a really cool strategy. We're working on that now. I'm excited about it. Only the people who are in that, the people who have access to that, of course, are the ones who vested in. They've come all in. Okay, they own the business, and that's and take this tip from me right now. When you're really building wealth, there's one thing, absolutely one thing you have to understand though, and you have to do. Otherwise, you will never be wealthy. You have to do this, and you have to own your own business. Okay, that is the number one building block to creating wealth, is being a business owner. Okay, not sitting there doing this all day and trying to bring cash into your life, but you become a business owner. Okay, it's a huge step there, because being a business owner requires you to also become incorporated. And a lot of these online guys get huge, big tax problems. I've got friends that are top earners, and they disappear for a while. Why? Because the IRS is after them. Okay, I've never had that problem, because I understand proper business, and this system that we're in makes sure that you come through and follow the proper steps, so it helps you prepare for success. No other business I've ever seen online does that, and that's what I love about the business I'm in, and I will never leave it, and it's never going to leave me. That's another thing. Most businesses online disappear, leave you hanging. This will not, because it has a good structure and it's primed for growth. And in fact, it's hitting momentum right now, which is awesome. You want to be involved in that for sure. Okay, so traffic was a big concern of about 20%. And then we had lack of support from family and friends. That was 17%. I did this training on how to deal with negativity, and it helped a lot of people. But the bottom line is, some folks just they can't get past that. And you know what you have to do? What it really boils down to is you say, okay, I understand that. They're going to be that way because they're doing it for either covert reasons, and they really want to see you fail. There might be some evil around you for real, or they may absolutely love you and want to protect you. Either way, it's a real problem. And what you do is you put a shield up between you and that, and you go and you follow the steps and you get results. And that's how you overcome it. My wife was not a big fan of this at all. Can you relate? Your spouse, this internet thing, right? Internet, all it is just a medium, a communication medium. It's just where more people are. Business is business, but when you go do business online, you're somehow doing a scam, right? Well, you just got to get results, and all you do is follow the steps to do that. Generate results. They see it, they feel it. You get the money in your bank. Here you go, honey. And then they go, can you do that again? Well, of course. Scale it up. All right. Let's see, the next one was, I have limited time. That was a big thing. I have a lot of people on my team, like the all-in people. That's their main problem. They're very busy people, professionals, in fact. We're all busy. Okay, let's see, lead generation. That was 15% of you. You don't know how to generate leads? Okay, that's something we don't have a problem with. Well, that's half our training is just on generating leads. There's 7 top ways we do it. Let's see, capture and squeeze pages, that was 15%. Providing a valuable converting offer, that was 15%. I mean, all of this stuff, all these concerns that keep you, that are your biggest barriers to creating money online. Our system, our team that runs the system actually does all the research and shows us the best converting pages to use. And I love doing that. So it takes so much of the work off of us. We don't have to do all the testing and everything. It's done for us. We just drive traffic to it. I'm afraid of succeeding. There were 10 people that 10% of my list here that said they were afraid to succeed. You know, I can put myself in that category because I thought the more I succeeded, the more taxes I'd have to pay, the more people would pay attention to me and try to knock me off my throne. Well, you know what? I'd rather have those problems of making too much money than having the problems of being broke. Think about that. Working with autoresponders. That was 7%. Yeah, that's still a little bit of an issue. We're always going to have that. And GetResponse is one of my favorite. It's so much easier to work. GetResponse than Aweber. Those are my best. And you don't even have to have an autoresponder in our system, but once you learn how to use it, you're still going to have a few little tech issues. You can outsource it. You can pay some guy $5 to set it up for you, okay? That's easy to do. And you learn how to do that in our system. You can also click this little button in the system that says, I need this done for me, and they come on and do it. I think it's a $50 charge, though. I don't know. You'd have to ask. You'd have to go in there and try it yourself. I'm lazy. Nobody said that. I literally put that as a choice. Nobody said I'm lazy. That's nice. But I did have 2 responses that said, I'm afraid of making more money because of all the extra problems I might have to deal with. And we just talked about that. All right. And that's okay. I understand that. But again, I would rather have those problems than the problems that you currently have or the problems of being broke. If you had me for a solid hour, what's the best way I can help you? Choose one. And here are the selections. And number 1 was 25% of you said work out a strategic plan to set up my business. Work out a strategic financial plan and find a good online business. That's what the majority of you said. You know what? I'm giving it to you now. We've got that. Okay, if you're listening to me at this point, that's what I do. You know, I have 2 business structures that I use. And if you're brand new, I recommend iPass. If you're experienced, you've got a business that you want to promote already. If you have an offline business, I recommend going right into Empower Network and starting in that curriculum right now. Go in the back office and you follow the level up sequence. Takes you right through everything you need to know. In iPass, you get in and you follow your 30-day plan. That's it. Teaches you everything from ground up. Because let's face it, in this industry, in this profession, you need the right information to take action on. That's it. And that's what we have here. That's the strength of this organization is you now have access to all the right information. It's not hidden. You don't have to go pay all these funky gurus for crap that you're going to get that won't work and then they disappear. No, you learn. This is like the universe. This is like Harvard University, the Harvard University of Internet Marketing. It's what you have access to right now. Okay, and let's see. Number 3, the third most popular response was set up your online business and work out a 90-day plan. Number 2 was set up your online business and work out a 30-day plan. Number 3 was work out a 90-day plan. That's done. I got that for you. All right. Give you my best traffic sources. That's done. It's back there. That was 5% of the list. And then teach you my best video secrets, because I'm a video marketer. Teach you my best video secrets for generating traffic and leads. 13% of you said that. And I'll be glad to do that. Teach you how to blog and get maximum exposure for existing business. 5% of you said that. Those of you who said that, go into the Empower Network right now. The Kalatu Premium blog has been released, and it is amazing. It's a done-for-you how to fill in the blank kind of structure if you don't know how to blog. If you know how to blog, you're going to love the plugins and all the apps that come along with it that allow you just to virally explode this thing. You know, whatever your niche is, whether it's the internet marketing, home business, you might have a passion in teaching dogs, training dogs, horse training, CrossFit, nutrition, health and wellness, whatever your gig is there. This lets you expose your business to the world, expose yourself and get opt-ins and leads in. Then you have your business income and you got an income that you can use for creating more exposure of the Kalatu system, and people want it and you get commissions. It's just a beautiful thing. Go check it out. All right, let's see. Teach you how to blog. Teach you how to build a massive team. Nobody said that. Nobody's interested in building a team right now. And I agree with that because you need to learn how to produce first. You don't need to worry about building a team. Let's see. 8% of you said that you would want me to teach you how to produce by bringing in 2 sales a day. I love that because that is so key right there. And then 8.1% of you said teach you how to hypnotize people into joining your business. I put that in as kind of a joke, and people said that. You want me to teach you how to hypnotize people. Buy now. Take your credit card out, laugh at it, click your link below, start taking action, and realize the results in your life that you've been wanting to get. Okay, you're hypnotized, go take action and do that. Now you use that script right there on your person and see if that works. That's my best hypnosis right there. Actually, Dave Wood, the owner of, the developer of Empower Network, and his brother, who is a master hypnotherapist in, where are they from? Where are the Mormons? Utah. Yeah. Master hypnotherapist. It fixes all kinds of phobias and stuff like that. We can probably hook you up. I know them. They're good guys. He is a good guy. His name is William Wood. He can fix you, or he can probably teach you how to hypnotize people into joining your business. I might need to work on that. Okay. So hey guys, I've enjoyed talking with you this period of time. This was not meant to be a short video. I wanted to discuss the importance of your needs and your wants, and that I do understand what you're going through, and I do have answers for you, and I want you to take some action on the links that I've provided right here on this video to where you can start getting the results you want to get in your life. Okay, if you hadn't taken action yet on something, if you're on my team, great. I'm glad you're seeing this video because this gives you just some great information on getting to know your list. The people that opt in that want to follow you and see what you got. There's a segment of them out there that just are watching you because they're other marketers. They want to learn, and you're their competition. Then there's another group that just really want help. They want to do this thing. They want to get results, and that's who I like working with. And I'm hoping that's you watching me right now. So the best thing to do is just simply take action and know that it does work. What I have for you here, and it answers all of the concerns and questions and problems. It's safe, and it gets you results. Okay. There you have it, my friends. And if you need to review any of this to see how long you should expect to get your money back, it can happen in days. That's one of the biggest concerns that I get. How long will it take to make? How long will it take to make money? Well, I think the best way to respond to that is get in and start taking the steps, and you'll see pretty quick because you know your own strengths and weaknesses. Excuse me, you do. You have a circle of influence. If you already have other people like you that have the same concerns that you do, and you simply tell them, hey, look at what I'm doing. I found this system that others are using just to crush it with, and I'm going to now start doing it. Come along with me. Together we can do great things. They're going to want to look at this, okay? And so, yeah, you can go offline a little bit to bring them online with you. And we talk more about that. Of course, there are trainings on exactly how to do it. I'm not a good salesman. I just market. Marketing is exposing an opportunity that can solve people's problems. And the more people I expose it to that are like-minded like me, I love when they come into my business. I do not like negative people. I do not like people that are haters. I do not like when folks whine, complain, because there's no room for that. Those are big business killers. And we only have room in here on my team for positive people that say, I can do. And it's not how much does it cost, but how much can it make me? Okay? That's the question you should be asking. How much can I make with this? Okay? And really, it's limited by you and your effort and your action and your mindset. And you know what? If you got a bad mindset, like I did when I first came in, I didn't know it was bad. I just knew I got stuck. But when I started fixing that mindset, things started clicking. I mean, literally almost like the next day, I believed I was going to get some sales, and there they came. My phone started blowing up. It was weird. I can't explain all this stuff. I can't explain how what happens in your life comes from what you believe. What you believe actually happens. I cannot explain that. I don't know much about all that. It could be that quantum physics thing or whatever. All I can say is that what is in your mind, what is in your subconscious mind, deep down in there, that's what you're getting in your life right now. And there's this product in the Empower Network called the Inner Circle. And when you listen to one of those audios per day, it starts to give you the fuel you need. It's not motivation. It's a mental fix. It's changing your mindset to that 10K per month earner mindset. Because if you're not making $10,000 a month residual income, which two of you are, if you're not making 20K per month residual income, that's because your mindset is not there yet. You haven't taken the right actions because you don't have the right mindset in order to do so. How can you do that? You get around people who are doing that. You're here with me because you want the results I've been getting. Okay? I agree with that. I love what I'm doing, and I love helping people do it. Okay? You can be in front of people. You can be behind the scenes. This thing can be done in so many different ways. This is my chosen way. I like video, and I like connecting with you. And it's been a blessing to be with you this evening or morning or afternoon, whenever I'm catching you. I bid you good day. Take some action right now. I'm out.